Call it Park Bubba Sparks.
Booty, 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 rockin' everywhere. Booty, booty.
Hey, I don't know what to do.
We are here this morning showing you how to take vitals. This is how you release it. It's not showing her face, right?
No.
Okay. All right. Now the only thing is now. All right, hold on. I don't want this to show how is it feet. Is that a clear picture in the video? You able to get that with a show? Thank you. Yeah, that's perfect.
Right there.
Thank you. All right. She good.
Okay.
She 126 over 80.
That's good, right?
Yeah.
Remember at one point of time?
It was high because of Mariah. Alright, so YouTube, real quick, I'm going to go over this NCCT Detailed Medical Assistant Plan Test. Like I said, this is something that you could pretty much print online. Most people don't have access to a printer, so I'm going to pretty much go over it for you guys. You have to get a 70 or above when doing this test. Alright, so on this one, this is pretty much going to be the detailed NCCT plan. This can kind of help you out whenever anyone is trying to retake this test, or anyone that wants to know as far as for what will be on the test. This will be the detail for you. Before I go a little bit in depth as far as for that, I'm gonna just go to the back. So the back is pretty much just gonna be essential knowledge base. This sheet right here pretty much has just like a quick outline to kind of tell you guys, and then the other sheets before that go a little bit further more in detail. So on this one, they have medical law ethics, sterilization techniques, also patient assessment, and vital signs. I'm just reading off of basically what's on each one of these to kind of let you guys know what will be on the test. They also have on here, I can't look like that, so I'm gonna just tell y'all. They also have on here examination, preparation, and assistance. So this is as far as for dealing with pediatric patients, or also GYN patients, you know, those type of things like that. Eye care, ears as well too, so you have to know their abbreviation when dealing with those, and the certain type of procedures that they assist with. They also have on here minor procedure assist, meaning as in with surgical. They also have infections control, the correct PPE, so basically wearing the proper protective equipment whenever dealing with certain type of materials and stuff like that. And also they have on here biomedical waste handling, so you need to know the type of biohazard signs and everything like that, which I did discuss in my last video. Make sure you guys check that out. They also have on here anatomy and physiology. They also have on here specimen collections, handling, and transporting, so that's when dealing with blood, urine, and also cultures. They also have on here venipuncture techniques. Make sure that you understand phlebotomy. Some people may say phlebotomy is not going to be major on the test, but they will throw in certain questions when dealing with phlebotomy, so make sure that you understand a good understanding when dealing with blood work. Patient education, understanding the prefix and suffix of certain words can kind of help you out with certain procedures as well too. Sorry, y'all, I'm up here looking. They also have on here the chain of custody. They also have healthcare regulation. You need to know this. This is a major, this is what OSHA, also the CLIA wave regulation, also HIPAA. They also have the patient bills of rights, medical equipment, quality control, medical history, pharmacology, administrative procedures. That's with dealing with registration, payment, insurance, financial, and also mail processing. They will have on there the understanding the difference between first class mail, fifth class mail. All those will be in there as well too. And also medical terminology and abbreviations. This is just basically the essential knowledge, so I'm gonna just kind of show you guys that, so you can kind of just get a brief understanding. If anybody needs to screenshot this or anything at any given moment, excuse my nails, But yeah, that's basically what this part is going to be on this last page. Just give y'all a couple more seconds to kind of look at that. And move that up a little bit so y'all can kind of get a little bit of everything. All right, so let's go into it. All right, so with pharmacology, basically pharmacology, this is going to be where they talk about with the medications. Not only will it just be medications, the math part will also be in this with pharmacology as well too. On the NCCT, you will have math problems that you will have to do. They have no type of calculator that you can use, and I mention that all the time in my videos. So make sure that you are aware that you need to know your conversions and everything like that, so that way it's a lot more easier for you. Like especially dealing with Fahrenheit and Celsius, they will have that as well. So of course you have to make sure you understand that to administrate the medication orally. Also making sure that you understand how to administrate it IM, which is going to be muscular, and also intradermal, which is ID, and then you also have SQ, which is, I get this messed up all the time, but subcutaneous. That's basically going to be underneath. So basically you understand as far as on how to do that. Also making sure you understand to respond to adverse reactions. Also administrative medication topically, transdermally, and also understanding the protocols when it deals with certain medications as well too. They will give you certain scenarios. So most of the time it's not going to be blunt out answers. They're going to just mainly give you a scenario like Sally needs to put a Butrin patch on her. What type of administrative is this going to be? And that's going to be transdermal. Now they do have certain types of Butrin type of medications, even ones you could put underneath your tongue, but since it says patches, that means that it's going to be transdermal, so you'll make sure that you do that. They also have on here to document medications, administrations, and reactions, and also document prescriptions refills. With pharmacology, it's going to be a total of 21. So the good thing about this one, they tell you there's going to be a total of 21 questions on this, and it gives you the category as far as for that. So I really do like that as far as for the NCCT. It goes a little bit more in depth. So the next category is going to be clinical medical procedures. So with this one, is going to be a total of 28. And with clinical medical procedures, they're going to have on here as far as for the subcategory is going to be infections control, also safety. So that's where that comes in as far as for the PPE, making sure you understand that, and also the OSHA and ClearWave and everything like that. You also need to understand how to handle patients when it comes to patient care. So meaning as in to perform adult height, weight, BMI measures, also understanding how to handle a patient when dealing with a wheelchair. Also obtaining vital signs. They will, throw in questions as far as for that, like what is the average person blood pressure? Make sure that you understand that as well too. Also making sure that you perform vision test screenings. So you need to, this one is major. Oh my goodness, I'm glad I found this. You need to know this one right here. I hope you guys can see that. You need to know this type of test is right here, because they will have that on the test as well too. All right there. Please know this one, because they're going to sit up there and ask you, do you know the difference between those two? All right. Move a little bit more. Like I said, you could print this out online. I'm just kind of going through it a little bit for you guys. The next one is going to be phlebotomy. So phlebotomy has a total of 21 questions on here. You need to understand the difference between capillary and venipuncture, understanding which vein is going to be most used. Also understanding the order of draw, which tubes will be used for certain tests. They will throw that out at you as well too. Also performing a heel stick. That will be for newborns, so you want to make sure you keep that as well too. How long to keep a tourniquet on. Like I said in my videos all the time, this will be on your test. You can only keep a tourniquet on no longer than 1 minute. If they try to switch it up, instead of putting 1 minute, no longer than 60 seconds. Do not select 60 minutes, you guys. You will get that wrong. Make sure that you pay attention to that, because most people will see that, oh, it says 60 on here, and then try to select it, but in reality you pick 60 minutes. They also have on here, it'll be 18 questions when it comes to EKG and also other diagnostic tests. That's basically where they're going to throw in rhythms at you, making sure that you understand the difference between, when someone's hyperventilating. Also, making sure as far as for where to place the leads at on the patient. I would pay attention to that pretty heavy. Sorry, you guys, I'm up here. I'm up here working from home, so I gotta make sure I pay attention to this as well too. I do apologize. All right. So, like I mentioned, EKG will be on the test as well too. Going a little bit in depth, this is where I talk about the certain type of techniques that they were mentioning. So you need to know the EKG placements, also EKG recordings, that'll be those pictures, and also EKG troubleshooting and maintenance. Making sure you understand how to handle a patient with Parkinson's disease, where to put the leads at, how to clean the leads, if someone has a hairy, chest, what exactly to do with that. You also have on here general office procedures. That'll be 21 questions. That's just the communication. So making sure that you understand how to handle telephone emergencies appropriately, how to route or transmit medical office with mail, fax, or email. That's where I talk to you guys as far as for first class mail, priority mail, all that. That's going to come important as far as for the general procedures section. You also have on here computer applications. They will throw in there as far as for the difference between hard drive and software drive. Making sure you understand as far as for the certain devices that falls in that category. Also making sure you understand how to schedule the patient. So they will have wave booking, double wave booking, examples as far as for that. Modified wave booking. Medical records is going to be a category as well too, and that's pretty much self-explanatory. That goes back into the OSHA and HIPAA information. You also have on here medical office general management, and also office financial management, billing and insurance. I would say try to pay attention to billing and insurance. It's not going to be so much on there, but they will throw in questions in there as far as for making sure you understand when to handle patients who owe money to the insurance. So that's why I would try to make sure that I pretty much look up that as well too. Law and ethics will be on here as well too, so making sure you understand the legal responsibilities when it comes to malpractice. Making sure you follow the protocols when it comes to terminating a patient as well too when it's non-compliance. And like I said, this last page is going to be essential knowledge basics. So this can kind of help you out whenever you just want to just know exactly what is on the test. This is the last page that can kind of help you out. If you guys have any questions or any other study guides you guys want me to go over, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and leave it down below. I'll be sure to check into that. Also, don't forget to follow me, you guys, on Instagram, and make sure that you enter into my 3K giveaway, because I am giving away $150 to 3 winners. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and y'all stay safe. Stay safe. Peace, y'all.